Mary could hardly believe the layers of dust that coated her family's attic, a quiet tomb of forgotten memories, neatly stacked boxes, and cobweb-veiled heirlooms. She had come in search of old family photographs, but her quest took a detour when her fingers brushed against a peculiar, ornately carved wooden box. Even through the grime, the craftsmanship was evident, each corner adorned with whorls and floral patterns. The box was locked, but her curiosity was piqued. Determined, Mary set about searching for a key. She rifled through ancient drawers, overturned creaking cabinets, and shuffled through countless odds and ends, relics of a bygone era. Just as she was about to give up, she heard a faint metallic jingle. Beneath a stack of moth-eaten letters lay a small, brass key. Her hands trembled with anticipation as she slid it into the lock. It fit perfectly. With a quiet click, the lid released, revealing a velvet-lined interior and, at its center, an antique ring that caught the dim light and seemed to shimmer with a life of its own. As she lifted the ring, its weight felt almost purposeful, as though it had a story to tell. It was beautiful silver with an intricate band of feather-shaped etchings that spiraled gracefully around it. But what truly captivated her was an almost imperceptible hinge hidden along the edge. Intrigued, Mary ran her finger along the delicate seam, her touch causing the ring to spring open with a soft, mechanical click. Inside, she found something that left her breathless, a compartment so small and expertly crafted that it seemed like the work of a master artisan or an ingenious inventor. Tucked inside was a tiny, yellowed parchment with faded ink, its words almost lost to time. The cryptic symbols and faint handwriting hinted at a secret that spanned generations. With her mind racing, Mary knew she had to uncover the origins of this ring and decipher the messages it hid. She turned to the experts, historians, jewelers, cryptographers, anyone who might offer a clue. Her journey eventually led her to the Antique Roadshow, a place where forgotten treasures found new life. The show's expert, an elderly man with keen eyes and a gentle demeanor, examined the ring with reverence. "This is no ordinary ring," he said, his voice filled with both awe and gravity. He explained that it dated back centuries and was once owned by a secret society dedicated to preserving ancient knowledge. The feather etchings symbolized their oath to guard wisdom and freedom. He pressed the ring gently, revealing its hidden compartment once more. Such rings were used to pass coded messages during times of peril, he continued. Messages that, if intercepted, could mean life or death. Mary was speechless. She traced the feather patterns once more, realizing their deeper significance. But there was more. The symbols on the parchment were part of a puzzle, a riddle that hinted at a treasure lost to time. Her heartbeat quickened. The ring was not merely a relic, but a key to something far greater, a legacy of courage and mystery woven through her family's past. The room buzzed with whispers and speculation. Cameras captured every moment, but for Mary, the world seemed to melt away. She felt a deep connection to the ancestors who had worn this ring, who had guarded its secrets with their lives. Determined to honor their legacy, she vowed to continue their quest, to solve the riddle, and to unearth the truths hidden beneath layers of history. As Mary left the Antique Roadshow, she could almost hear the whispers of the past urging her forward. The ring, cool against her skin, felt like a promise that adventure, danger, and revelation still lay ahead. Over the next few weeks, Mary became consumed by the mysteries of the ring. By day, she worked tirelessly, consulting historical archives, deciphering ancient symbols, and combing through letters and journals that might provide any clue. By night, she found herself studying the ring under a magnifying glass, running her fingers over the intricate feather patterns and the hidden compartment, as if trying to absorb its secrets through touch. One evening, while poring over the faded parchment tucked within the ring, she noticed something she had missed before: a faint watermark that emerged under candlelight. It was a sigil depicting a serpent entwined around a quill, encircled by the words Custodes Veritatis, Latin for guardians of truth. The symbol triggered a surge of memories. Mary recalled a family story her late grandmother used to tell a tale about a secret council that operated in the shadows, safeguarding forbidden knowledge during the dark days of the Inquisition. Her heart pounded, Could it be true? Were her ancestors part of this legendary order? Eager to learn more, Mary reached out to a renowned cryptographer, Dr. Elias Sterling, known for his work with historical ciphers and secret societies. Intrigued by her tale, Dr. Sterling agreed to help. Together, they examined every aspect of the parchment and the ring, attempting to unlock its mysteries. Slowly, they unraveled the cipher hidden within the symbols. The parchment, once obscure, revealed a cryptic map with coordinates that pointed to a remote village in the European countryside. With a mix of excitement and apprehension, Mary decided to travel to the village. As she stepped off the train, a chill swept through the air, rustling the trees as if whispering warnings. The village, picturesque but seemingly untouched by time, held an air of secrecy. Locals eyed her warily, their gazes lingering on the ring that she now wore proudly on her finger. Guided by the map and accompanied by Dr. Sterling, Mary trekked through dense forests and winding trails. Each step brought them closer to what she hoped would be answers. The path ended at the ruins of an ancient monastery, its stones covered in moss and its arches crumbling with age. There, hidden beneath layers of rubble, they uncovered a secret chamber. The chamber was dimly lit by flickering torches, as if expecting their arrival. As they stepped inside, Mary's breath caught. The walls were adorned with murals depicting scenes of conflict-cloaked figures passing scrolls, others standing defiant against oppressors, and finally, a circle of individuals protecting a sacred artifact, a ring identical to Mary's. At the center of the chamber lay an altar with an inscription that read, "To unlock the past is to embrace the burden of truth." Mary approached the altar and placed her ring atop it. The ground rumbled, and the wall opposite began to move, revealing a hidden passageway. Within, they found an ancient library filled with texts and artifacts, evidence of the Custodes Veritatis and their sworn duty to safeguard dangerous knowledge. One text, in particular, drew Mary's attention, a leather-bound tome with a feather embossed on the cover. As she opened the book, a strange wind swept through the room, extinguishing the torches. The glow from the ring intensified, illuminating a single phrase etched into the book's first page. "The truth is hidden within the light of those who seek it." Realizing this was only the beginning, Mary knew she had uncovered not just her family's secret, but a mission that could alter the course of history. The ring was more than an heirloom. It was a call to action, a key to truths that some would stop at nothing to keep buried. Shadows lurked around every corner, enemies of the Guardians, who had waited centuries to reclaim what they believed was theirs. Mary met Dr. Sterling's gaze, their resolve unspoken but understood. Together, they would decipher every hidden clue, uncover every secret, and protect the knowledge her ancestors had sworn to guard. The road ahead was perilous, but she was ready. For her journey was no longer just about uncovering the past. It was about forging a legacy of her own. The chamber grew colder as Mary absorbed the weight of her discovery. The Custodes Veritatis had preserved dangerous truths for centuries, secrets that could rewrite history, expose hidden powers, or unleash forces that humanity was never meant to wield. What could be so significant that it required generations of guardians? Determined to find out, Mary delved deeper into the ancient library. The shelves stretched high, lined with tomes bound in leather, their pages yellowed by time. Symbols and runes danced across the covers, each book a story locked behind codes and ciphers. Dr. Sterling, ever the scholar, was in his element, eagerly cataloging texts and deciphering inscriptions. But Mary's attention was drawn to the illuminated manuscript resting atop a pedestal at the far end of the chamber. The pedestal's surface glowed faintly, resonating with the ring she wore. As she stepped closer, her pulse quickened. The manuscript's pages were adorned with intricate drawings of constellations and maps, overlaid with sketches of rings and the same feather motif. Scattered among these were passages in archaic Latin, their meanings obscure but tantalizingly close. One phrase stood out: "In the light of a blood moon, truth shall be revealed, and shadows laid bare." Before Mary could contemplate its significance, a loud crash echoed through the chamber, shattering the stillness. The hidden passageway they had used to enter slammed shut. Torches flickered as shadows danced wildly along the walls. Dr. Sterling looked up, his face pale. "We're not alone," he whispered. From the darkness emerged figures clad in black cloaks, their faces obscured. Their leader stepped forward, his movements deliberate and predatory. His voice was smooth but menacing. "You should not have come here," he said. "The secrets you seek are not meant for you." Mary tightened her grip on the ring, feeling its warmth radiate through her hand. She met the man's gaze. "Who are you?" "We are the Obscura Veritas," he replied, a mocking smile curling his lips. "For centuries, we have protected these secrets from falling into unworthy hands. You and your ancestors defied our order. Now, you must pay the price." A clash ensued. The Obscura Veritas moved with precision and deadly intent. But Mary and Dr. Sterling had prepared for the possibility of danger. Sterling, ever resourceful, retrieved a small artifact from his satchel, a relic inscribed with symbols of protection. He activated it, casting a barrier of light around them, momentarily blinding their assailants. "Mary," Sterling shouted, "we need to get out of here, now." But Mary hesitated. She sensed that the ring held more power than she had realized. Trusting her instincts, she pressed her thumb against the hinge and whispered words that felt as if they had been etched into her soul. The ring responded, releasing a blinding light that cut through the shadows. The figures recoiled, their cloaks burning where the light touched them. In the chaos, Mary and Sterling made their escape, navigating narrow tunnels that twisted and turned beneath the monastery. They emerged breathless into the forest, the night sky above them awash with stars. For a moment, silence reigned, broken only by the sounds of their ragged breathing. "Who were they?" Mary asked, fear and determination mingling in her voice. "The Obscura Veritas," Sterling replied, wiping sweat from his brow. "A faction determined to keep certain truths hidden, no matter the cost. If they know you have the ring, they won't stop until it's back in their hands." Mary looked down at the ring, its glow dimming but still warm. She understood now the ring was not just a key, but a beacon, a symbol of hope and defiance. Whatever secrets lay hidden within the manuscripts and tomes of the Custodes Veritatis were powerful enough to threaten those who craved control and silence. "We need allies," she said resolutely. "If the Obscura Veritas wants to bury the truth, then we'll need to uncover every last secret they fear." Sterling nodded. "There are still members of the Custodes who may be loyal. We must find them, but first we need to understand what the Blood Moon prophecy means. If it's what I think, the stakes are far greater than we imagined. The journey ahead would be fraught with peril, filled with ancient riddles, hidden enemies, and trials that tested the limits of trust." But Mary was ready. She had inherited more than a ring, she had inherited a purpose. With renewed determination, she and Sterling set off to find the lost members of the Custodes Veritatis, unravel the Blood Moon prophecy, and confront the shadows that threatened to consume the light of truth. The echoes of the past reverberated in her heart, and she vowed to honor the legacy of her ancestors not by keeping secrets hidden, but by ensuring that truth would be revealed.